Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Virgo for September 2021. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. So happy birthday Virgo. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season. I've already put out general readings and love readings for the month of September, but I thought I'd do additional love readings for you guys as a thank you. So just appreciate your support with here on the channel, etc. So I'm going to start off with the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck to kind of to begin, and then later on I'll be using some oracle cards and some love messages from your person. So obviously please use your own discernment and flip the roles. If the reading pertains to you more than it pertains to your person, then just change it around, okay? But don't make the story fit. If it resonates, then that's great. If it doesn't, then it's just simply not your message, okay? So please take and leave the rest. Take what feels best and leave the rest. Okay, so what are we gonna get for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus for September. So we just had the new moon in Virgo, so I hope you guys have used that. Use that wisely, or everyone has, hopefully. What can we get for Virgo, please? For September? Angels of love and light, please be here and guide us with clear, concise messages for Virgo. For love. What's going on for September for love for Virgo? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Cups. Ooh, gosh. Should I take all that? Yeah, I'm going to take that. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have Death here, which is Scorpio energy. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Bottom of the deck, we have the World in reverse. Okay. Five of Swords, Star in reverse, okay. Sorry, I'm just faffing with the cards, bear with us please. Okay, so the signs that we have here, we have Aries, we have Scorpio, we have the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the World. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here with the Four of Cups, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with that and the Five of Swords, Aquarius energy with the Star in reverse. Okay. So you could have these in your chart, etc. What I'm feeling here straight away, it's like I'm getting this sense of you may be feeling a little bit frustrated with how things are kind of moving forward when it potentially it does pertain to love, or your person is, okay? So there may have been an incredibly difficult, painful, karmic ending I'm getting here, okay, with the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So potentially there's double tens here, 10, 10. So you or your person could be seeing those numbers. There is a major completion happening. So potentially, if you or your person gave an offer of love and to you, or you gave it to them, and they kind of crossed their feet, crossed their arms and didn't even look twice at it, I'm getting the sense that this person is potentially feeling quite regretful about that, and they genuinely they're yearning for a new chance with you and to have a new beginning and to make plans for the future. But potentially they may feel that you have already moved on, you've already taken the leap of faith to go into another direction, and potentially you aren't willing to kind of leap forward with their idea of moving forward and making plans for the future. You may be a little bit unsure now. So if this is how someone, like, you gave your offer of love and potentially they kind of went, you know, looked at the other cups, kind of looked at potentially their other options, you might have gone, okay, well, if this is the case, then I have to kind of move on forward away from this. And you made plans for yourself, and potentially this could have been a very heartbreaking, difficult cycle, because potentially they're now having this realization that they've missed out on opportunity with you because they potentially didn't invest here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And there's something couldn't be moved on forward in relation to your connection, because there may have not been a solid foundation to do with that particular commitment or situation between the two of you. Potentially your connection may have been very passionate, but there may have not been very much action in relation to moving things forward in a material sense, like to do with a particular commitment of sorts. Potentially it could have just been a purely physical connection, and potentially there wasn't very much time spent in nurturing a connection. But I'm getting this sense that this person is now trying to reflect on their life and reflect on the relationship between the two of you, and potentially they are realizing that this sudden ending, that this separation to do with your connection, has affected them more than they potentially would like to admit here with the death energy. Like, they're realizing that they really lost out. You know, it's interesting here because we have this flag here with this like rose, and there's like little pieces of corn on the ends, like on the petals. And death is like kind of, anything that isn't harvestable kind of gets thrown away. It's gone, it's released, it's moved on. There's a rebirth, there's an end of a particular cycle, and it's like, you know, you've gone through putting the seeds down to grow the corn, and then it gets to the point where it's in full bloom, and you only kind of take, you know, what's good. And potentially this person has realized that all the kind of what's been harvestable potentially in your connection has all gone, because they didn't potentially take care of your connection, or vice versa, however it best resonates for you guys, okay? I'm just getting this sense that you may have hit like a rocky patch to do with this connection quite some time ago, and there may have been no movement in the connection, okay? So there could have potentially been, it felt like a lot of hard work to do with this love, like trying to put in all the effort and potentially not getting the rewards out of this particular effort being put in. And potentially you may have thought that this person wasn't really truly interested. Like they may have had their options open, and they potentially may have had their options open, but they realizing that they didn't have your best interests in heart, and potentially this is something that you grew to kind of find out. See, my throat just wants to keep blocking up. This could have been a very difficult pill for you to swallow, to have the realization that actually that the relationship between the two of you, it just wasn't happy. You weren't emotionally fulfilled in this situation either. And so you've decided, look, I'm not going to be taken advantage of by anyone or anything, and I'm going to move on away from that. And potentially you may have detached from this person or withdrawn because you felt particularly exhausted by this connection. And I'm not surprised here with the Ten of Swords in reverse, like you may have just escaped it. You may have just escaped it and gone, okay, well, I don't want to be here. Potentially this relationship may be beyond repair. I don't want to be stuck in something. I want to be able to move on forward. And now this person is feeling regretful. They're feeling regretful for how they treated you. They may be going through a lot of setbacks in their life now. There are a lot of things that they can't control in their life, and it's getting on top of them. And potentially whatever is going on with them, they're not getting closure in their life either. So there is like a sense that however they kind of treated you is getting mirrored onto them, and all they're coming across with is loads of drama, loads of upset, upheaval. So sorry, my throat. They're going through a lot of changes and a lot of disagreements, potentially conflict. There's been lots of lies. I'm getting the sense that there could be a bit of jealousy involved, potentially if they're dealing with someone else or a different situation. But they're feeling very unhopeful with how things to move on forward with a connection to do with you, because their life is now turning into a bit of a mess here with the Star in reverse. Like they're feeling a bit insecure of themselves, they're feeling relatively depressed, unsure that things can move on forward. Potentially they if they had ignored you with the love that you gave them or the cup that you had gave them, they are now being potentially ignored in their life, and they're having to learn a karmic lesson. I'm getting there's something that's unfinished in this person's life, and they're quite upset by it because they're realizing they're getting this like epiphany that they can't have something new in their life. Like you see how this Fool and the Ace are in reverse, like something they can't move on in their life until they change things around. And now potentially they could be dealing with someone, if it is a third party, who is very clingy, who smothers them with this Queen of Cups in reversed energy. They're let down by other people. Potentially they've got other people who are manipulating them. And we've got here with the Emperor as well, Aries energy. They could be dealing with someone that they have a lot of power struggles in a connection. Somebody may be very cold with them, they have a big ego, etc. Like anything to do with how things have happened towards you is now happening towards them. And potentially they could be dealing with someone else who may have commitment issues, and difficulties in relation to that here with the Eight of Cups in reverse, like having fear of commitment, and potentially, you know, they may be, if they're dealing with a third party, they could be dealing with someone who also has options, and they could be drifting on from one person to the next. So if they treated you like an option, karma's coming around and now they're being treated like an option, and you do not know of this because it's kept behind closed doors, it's kept in the quiet. You're kind of having to know and trust in the silence that the mystery behind this connection is that there is a lot more going on with them in their life than you see, and potentially they're very unhappy right now with the Ten of Cups energy in reverse. So potentially they may be dealing with lots of people who are kind of just like meddling in their life, like wearing a facade, and they're having to fake and hide their unhappiness. And this potentially could all root down to how they treated you. But they want to move. See, this is it. I broke up the deck and here we are. Like they want to get out of this cycle, but they can't get out of this cycle until they learn something. If they actually finish this karmic lesson or karmic cycle, how they treated you, and they come forward potentially with an apology, etc., then potentially there could be movement forward with you. And they may want to go from the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, with the World in reverse, change it round and have something stable and solid and long term with you, and come forward in this movement. But potentially they could be withdrawn from holding communication as of yet. But potentially this person does want to come forward and ask you out and have something deeper with you, but there's been a bit of a mess here. But whatever instability that there was caused in relation to your connection is coming back around to affect them in their connections or in their life, regardless of however best resonates for you. So, which is really quite fascinating. Actually, I really feel called to just clarify. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to. I want to clarify what these double tens are. So I'm just going to quickly pull out a card for why the two tens here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Why are they here? Why are they here for Virgo? Look at this. Yeah, in the dark, look at this. They want stability, but if they complete the cycles, potentially they could have this stability, but it's not being shown to them that they could have this, because they may have been manipulative previously, or they may have been cold, or they may have tried to trick people, or they weren't a very good communicator, or they tried to control things too much, or what have you. Yeah. King of Cups. So eventually they need to get out of their head space and move more into their heart space. If what's not being shown to them is that potentially they could have this stability as what they want, but they're not going to receive it until they move more into their heart space. Yeah. And they need to kind of break free of an old pattern of behaviour here with the Six of Cups in reverse. You know, so their life is just going to continue being boring and unpredictable, like lots of third parties and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'll take one more for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ten of Swords. This person needs to move more into their heart space and realise and grow in emotional intelligence. Look at that. So to go from King of Swords in reverse to then King of Swords upright and the King of Cups. And then we have Six of Cups of here in reverse again. So yeah, this person needs to transform themselves. And this lesson of getting out of their, if they're gonna be, you know, in the King of Swords in reverse, like they need to transform a way of thinking, a way of doing, and like get more into their heart space and actually do things properly in the right way. Because once they do that, they'll eventually get the success that they want in a proper commitment of sorts. And they want to reunite with you, but I'm just getting this sense this person's got a lot to learn, or they may have a lot to learn. Yeah, they want to manifest something in with you and for you to kind of let go your guard, to drop your guards, but you're not going to drop your guards until this person comes around and potentially gives you proper commitment here with the Hierophant. So, yeah, this is interesting. But this person wants to come in, definitely. Why is Death here? We'll quickly clarify Death and the Fool, and then we'll move on to the other cards. And plus, if it's, you know, it's your birthday season, don't tell the other signs, but I'm kidding. I just thought I might as well clarify for you guys as well. Why is Death here? Oh, look at that. Yes. Look at this. Yeah, because they may have been a bit of a trickster. They may have tried to trick. They're getting the enlightenment. They having this sudden epiphany that they need to let go of being a trickster because they're being judged by right now. That if they want a second chance with you to move things forward, they need to kind of drop this manipulation type energy, because you've had enough, and you'll keep your defenses up until they've transformed that, until they've changed that. Potentially here with the Nine of Wands upright. What else? One more. Yeah, they need to transform themselves completely in order for them to come forward towards you and offer you some sort of love. But you may not accept it now because potentially you may let this person down now, but you've been let down previously. But they now maybe having this particular lesson that because they let you down, they've been let down by other people, and now they're having to learn something and like come around. Like they're definitely getting judged for their behavior here with judgment. Like they're getting being told to look very deeply at themselves and like, why are you this particular way? Yeah. Okay. But their wish fulfillment would be to collaborate with you, and they haven't done, they won't be able to do that as of yet. Why is the Fool here in reverse? Why is the Fool here in reverse, if you want to tell us, the Virgo? Okay, thank you. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, so this person wants to have a new beginning, but potentially they're stuck. They're stuck. They're going to stay in isolation because they keep repeating the same mistakes, and it's not until that they can learn from their lessons that they can make plans to go forward towards you or something else. Yeah, look at this with the Six of Cups, so that they can reconcile with you. They're going to keep on repeating the old lessons, these karmic lessons. They're going to keep going round and round and round in circles again until they change particular ways about themselves. So they're not going to be able to move on forward. They're just going to feel stuck. Yeah, look at this, the Nine of Wands again, wanting to come out. And this is going to make them feel very exhausted in their life and stagnant, like they're not necessarily going anywhere. You could be dealing with a Virgo or Pisces until they can get to their wish fulfillment. Like this will be hidden from them. Like, you see how the moon is here and it's kind of like hiding the Four of Wands. So, and this is what you don't see. So potentially the wish fulfillment and the stability is going to be hidden from them until they kind of sort themselves out. Yeah, so they may be like stuck and unhopeful. Unhopeful that they can't get their wish fulfillment potentially. Anyway, so I'm going to pull from the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards and get some messages for you guys there. This person is it's like they've wow, I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this person is getting the ultimate reality check in their life. Yeah, look at that with the lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, sudden epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, look at that. Broke up the deck. And what we have? Karmic relationship. And I said to you previously already that they could have been dealing with another situation, or their karma right now is because of how they treated you. You guys might not necessarily be like karmic partners to each other or anything like that. They just could be like a particular cycle that's been repeated over and over again, or maybe you came into their life to teach them a particular lesson and now therefore they need to learn that lesson, and they can't have something happy and successful with you until they kind of face the root of the problem. I'm getting face their fears, face the root of the problem. What have we got here for Virgo? Yeah, camera, learn from past mistakes. Yeah, so this person is having to learn from past mistakes. Potentially you may be focusing on yourself right now, living in the moment, trying to move on, having fun in your life, but this person is going through it, or they have to go through it in order to feel lighthearted and fun in their life again. I feel like their life is very serious right now. Look at this. Heartbroken came out sideways. So there's been heartbreak. Oh my gosh, yeah. And then we have mirror here and twin flames. Wow. So yeah, this person's having to recognize that they may have broke your heart, and look, grieving, feeling lost. They may have felt very lost, or they feel lost. And they'll continue to feel lost until they've learned from the past. And you, like I said that earlier, you may be triggering this person potentially with how they treated you, and then they're getting it back to them tenfold. Potentially you could be divine counterparts here, twin flame energy with the 1111 card, and what's being hidden, maybe they just thought, oh, you're just another person, but potentially you are their divine counterpart and you've triggered them, and now they've got to the realization of this beautiful happiness is hidden away from them. This stability that they want in their life is hidden away from them, because they need to sort out something else that's been going on in their life. So they're going to continue being in separation from you. Look, I can't make it up. And miss you, think about you, yearning. Look at this, yearning, and I said this earlier with the Four of Cups, yearning for you instead. Yeah, and they're going to stay in separation from you in a karmic cycle until they figure out what it is that they need to do to learn a particular lesson. It doesn't make it any less that they don't like you, but they could have been very much in their kind of ego. May have thought, oh, look at me, you know, I've got lots of options and everything else. But they are definitely hankering for something with you, but they may have rejected your offer previously, and you may be a little bit unsure about whether to take that or not now. To move on forward, but obviously it's all down to you. But this person needs to change their mindset. They want, sort of getting to know each other, forgiving and learning. Yeah, this person, they want to ask for your forgiveness and have a second chance, but they're not going to get the second chance to move on forward with you until they come from a place of pure intentions, until they've learned their lesson. I'm getting. It's like a child being told off at school. Let me get in here for Virgo, please, by the teacher. And they have like detention or like something like that. What have we got here for Virgo, please? Sorry, the reading's running a little bit longer. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So yeah, this person has to, you know, sort themselves out. Yeah, look at that, finances and career. So potentially their finances and their career are not right either. This could be the potential, the lesson. They're realizing that they may have been more focused on their finances and their career rather than you, and rejected your love, etc. Even if they felt attracted to you, they may have focused on this more. I'm going to take one more for Virgo. Yeah, you may have felt like they didn't give you the time of day. Here we are, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Let your friends help you. So yeah, they're trying to get help now to get out of their situation very soon. Yeah, they want to take you away. Maybe go on and spend some quality time together with the honeymoon card. Have an honest heart-to-heart conversation and have you more in their life. But they can't have all that goodness and all that sweetness with you unless they've gone through the lessons. That's what I'm getting. So, and they need to do that. That's if they, you know, they're going to change their priorities around. So if they're in a situation where they're being financially drained, that could be an offset of how they treated you, so that they're stuck. So this is the Soulmates in Separation, Unspoken Love Messages by the Serendipity Tarot. I thought these were really quite cute, so I got them on Etsy. What can we get for Virgo, please? My pride and ego led us astray. Look at that, and I said about that earlier. Pride and ego. Their ego got in the way. Pride and ego. Yeah. Wow. So this is a major lesson for this person. They have to learn. I carry guilt for the way I mistreated you. Well, we know that. We know that they feel guilty. We know that. Each day I think about how it would be like if we were together. One day I will be ready to surrender. So potentially this is it. They're not ready to surrender particular ways of being potentially until they've learnt these lessons. You know, until they've learnt these lessons. I'm going to take one more. I spend a lot of time thinking about you, wishing things were different. Yeah, they do. All they do is fantasize and contemplate your connection. I was misguided, I was blinded and could not see straight. So that's what they will probably try to tell you if they come forward. And they potentially could have been, you know, they could have been misguided. They could have had a lot of people around them who were trying to control them in a particular way. And so therefore they may have let them. Hurting you was not the plan. They didn't want to hurt you, but if that's something that ended up happening, then that's something that ended up happening. And they want you to know that they want to work on themselves so that they can eventually come forward to work with you. Okay? Anyway, guys, so I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll hopefully see you guys again soon. So take care and bye for now.